Biggest piece of news of the week, and the reason I was like, Uncle Bill, do you want to get on here and talk about this? Because this come out of nowhere. At a complete, like I had never heard anybody talk about the possibility of a Hostel TV series. And Paul Giamatti, who's a pretty well-known actor, is evidently starring in this. The plot and the character details are unknown at this time, but Eli Roth's 2006 film Hostel was noteworthy for its graphic depiction of violence as it followed college students traveling across Europe who ended up in a hostel where rich people paid to torture other humans violently. The film spawned 2 sequels and came during a wave of realistically violent horror films like Saw. Roth wrote and directed the sequel, while Scott Spiegel steered the direct-to-DVD Hostel Part 3 in 2011. First Hostel film grossed $82 million worldwide with a budget of just $4.8 million. The sequel dipped to a worldwide gross of $35.6 million. Giamatti is coming off some of the best reviews of the year for The Holdovers, but Hostel would be far from his first foray into television. He starred in Showtime's Billions for 7 seasons, wrapping that series last October. And Eli Roth, up next for him is Borderlands. It's a video game adaptation which Lionsgate is releasing in theaters this summer. So Paul Giamatti attached to Hostel, the TV series. How do they make a TV series out of Hostel? And will anybody give a fuck?
I mean, is it going to be like this like a Bates Motel type thing, but just real fucked up, or what? Like
an origin series about how that group all came together.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I've learned from this, though, it's one very simple thing, that you cannot give that motherfucker money. You can't have him have a hit, because then he's going to take that money and put it in some bullshit like this that we're all going to have to sit through. And it's not going to, it'll last 1 season if it lasts that. And it's going to be awful. I don't know how they'll do it. Like, I'm assuming that will it be like following like one group of people throughout the season, or is each episode going to be like a different group? Who knows? It's going to suck ass, because that concept sucked ass 20 years ago. Like, you can't bring it back and make it like, now it's going to be killer. That's just not how it works.
You think that'll be on Shudder?
Yeah, it didn't say. Yeah. It didn't say anything about the studio involved. And how valuable is the Hostel property now? So you did have a sequel in 2011, Hostel 3, which I honestly think is probably the best Hostel movie of the 3. It's still not very good.
Do you ever hear anybody reference Hostel though?
No.
Not
That's
anymore.
the thing. Like, how important is that name?
I think I hear people reference Cabin Fever more than I do Hostel. Like, there's people that still talk about that movie, but I don't ever hear anybody talk about those movies.
I'm almost thinking it is a possibility that this story is complete bullshit.
I hope so. That'd be great.
But I mean,
for some reason I doubt it though. Like, it looks like something he would do. I mean, he did do like a Ghost Hunt My Sister, so I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how you would make a TV series, like, of all of the horror properties to do a TV series on. I just don't know how you would do it. Like, how do you make it like more than, it'd be one of those shows like the fucking Omen TV show or whatever. It lasts 1 season.
I have like honestly no thoughts about that Hostel TV. I don't. What can you say? I just don't care about the Hostel movies or this fucking series. I don't care. Will I watch it? Probably not. I mean, maybe just out of morbid curiosity, I guess, to see if it's as shitty as I think it'll be. But I'm not excited.
I'm almost thinking people will expect us to review it every week, Uncle Bill.
I think somebody said that. Which I kind of would, honestly, because that's something that I think would be a great train wreck just to watch.
It's free content.
But here's the thing: what you got one or two options, right? Like it has to be on. To me, it would have to be on a streaming service that you can just do anything, right? Like show anything. So it has to be like on Shudder, or I don't think it'll be on Netflix. I don't think anybody like is going to pick it up on Netflix or anything like that. But you can't have it on like USA stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to work.
The Chucky shows on USA, or was it on USA or Sci-Fi? It's one of those channels. Like
it was one of them, but that's what I'm saying. Like the whole gimmick of Hostel, the only reason anybody even gives a shit about that is because you show people violently, like you said, getting tortured. So it can't be on TNN.
It'll be a Tubi original.
TNN doesn't exist. What the hell? Like, so it was TNN, then it was Spike TV. Was it Spike TV? And then it was, what was it after that?
What? Something ridiculous.
Wasn't it like the Pop Network or something like that? Pop TV, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what the hell it is now.
God. What's the television station that has like all the Christian content on it? Like is it TBN?
Trinity Broadcasting Network.
Yeah, that's what they'll put. I have it on there.
It's a TBN original. So yeah, we'll have to stay tuned. Hostel TV series. Paul Giamatti supposedly is starring in it. Time will tell on that. Something else that Ben mentions on here from the YouTube chat. Have y'all read about Roth's Borderlands adaptation? It was filmed about 2 years ago, and they had to bring in a new director for reshoots. Eli is still getting the director's credit. So odds are this thing is fucking terrible, it sounds like. I don't even know what Borderlands, the video game, is about.
That's what I was going to say. I have no idea.
Matt, do you know?
No, I know that it's a game, but I never played it. Not sure. I think it's like post-apocalyptic, kind of futuristic, something like that.
Post-apocalyptic, baby.
I don't know. It's
got Jamie Lee Curtis in it. I know that, which is weird considering she just won a fucking Oscar.
Ooh, now she's Jamie Lee.
Do you have any interest in watching that? This looks like something to me that would appeal to people that like Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers and stuff like that. Like it just seems like that's the audience. This is not for me at all, but I bet there is an audience for it.
Give us the thumbs up.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Poor dog. I really don't give a fuck.
I want you to. I don't care. Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit Radio shirts. You can get Last South on the left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Dead Pit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows, fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.